welcome back to another Mech Lab Monday. Today we're going to be looking at the MkII MkII. Now this is one of my actual favorite builds. The MkII MkII is really nice because it has the +1 medium range accuracy. So that's anywhere from 50% of optimal range to optimal range. And that means if you put some good medium to long range weapons, like the Ultra Autocannon 5, you get really good accuracy whenever you're between 210 to 420 meters. So you put in that, and then you can also put in a couple of ERPPCs, which are again 210 to 420 meters. And those are your primary weapons. What I mostly use this mech for is to run around and try to leg primary targets that I'm looking at for loot and goodies. So in addition to that, what I like to do is bring a couple of LRMs. So you can use LRM 10s, which are 2.5 tons, or if you have ATM 6s, they work as well, but I don't have any ATM 6s this playthrough. So you can put a couple LRM 10s. So this leaves with maxed out armor. You want the Clan Pharaoh, mostly for the case and weight reduction. Clan Indo, because you have plenty of slots with this build. And the Clan XL engine, which is important especially whenever you're bringing a higher engine core. And I like my MkII MkII to be a little maneuverable. So I usually bring a 360 core, which gives it a respectable 4 move 6 sprint. But then I add in a supercharger, boom, which for a mere 1.65 tons doubles the, or not doubles, but increases the sprint by 50% up to 8 hexes, which is respectable, especially for an assault mech. Now you can optionally also add in a mask if you want to give it more maneuverability, but I usually go with targeting computers. So you can do a Gyro XL if you want the extra weight, or a Gyro Defense if you want the better defenses. And as soon as we look through the ammo, we will figure out which one we're going to go with. So we need ammo for LRMs, which I personally really enjoy the LK and the Mag Pulse. So the thing that the Mag Pulse brings for the MkII here is, in addition to the PPC debuffing, so two ECM jamming from the PPCs, you can also fire off a swarm of 20 ECM jamming. Altogether, if you hit half of the LRMs and the PPCs, you can make it so that a single target is largely unable to hit you. So that's the ammo I bring for the LRMs, which gives you plenty. For the Ultra Autocannons, generally, I bring, well, shift that to the other leg. I bring a double bin of Ultra AC5 ammo, which gives 36 ammo, so that's 18 double taps, and between the two of them that means 9 alpha strikes, which is plenty, really. You can also swap out the LK for Artemis if you do go with the battle computer and you have an Artemis battle computer and the tonnage to stick it in. So on that note, we are going to go to the cockpit components. We do not have a Mark II, so a clan fire control fire control system advanced targeting computer will be what we do. And honestly, the +2 offensive push accuracy is really nice when you're trying to leg things, because if you can take off one leg, get them on the ground, and then follow up the next turn, you can actually pretty easily leg heavy and assault mechs with this build, and especially with follow-up um, from other units you have. Now then, definitely an Advanced Optics Mark III for the night vision and the bonus accuracy. And then obviously for this build we need cooling. So, before we get to the battle computers, let's go to cooling. And I can't remember, I think the Exchanger Double Plus is better. The Exchanger Double Plus, oh, right, also, I use Clan Double Heat Sinks for this build. You could also use Protos if you want. It's a pretty high heat build, so they're perfectly viable. And get a little bit of heat sinking that way. So with the Exchanger Double Plus, it's an alpha strike of 130 as compared to the Exchanger Clan, which is an alpha strike of 137. So actually it's not that big of a difference. 130 versus 137. But the difference between 9 heat per turn and 15 heat per turn is only 6. So honestly either one works. And for that reason, I guess I'll go with the double plus. Why not? Now then, obviously we need more cooling. So we are at 130 out of, what is that, 81? So we are going to drop on down and grab an engine heat sinks plus 4. That boosts us up to 130 out of 105. So we grab a little bit more cooling. I know, we'll deal with the tonnage shortly. And a little bit more cooling. And that's heat neutrality. Now, as I said, you can go a little bit lighter or you can drop in the XL gyro. So that saves us 2.7 tons. Now, I'm remembering I did not actually have LRM-10s. I had either an LRM-10 or 2 LRM-5s. Which 2 LRM-5s is 2 tons, an LRM-10 is 2.5 tons, so 2 LRM-5s is actually better than 1 LRM-10. Now then, you optionally can drop 1 ton of ammo. Again, if you want, you can drop the mag pulse, but I like the mag pulse just to help, especially in duels and things like that. Yes, so then we are overcooling, and now we are heat neutral. Alright, so now we shave off a little bit of armor. Something like that. Okay, something like that. And now we have 3 tons for battle computers. So we have plenty of ammo. We are never going to run out of LRM ammo. We have enough UAC-5 ammo. Again, 9 alpha strikes, double tapping, so that's plenty of ammo. And now we go down to the battle computers. And again, we get a +1 medium range accuracy. Always throw in tracking if you've got it, because the 1 evasion ignore is basically 2 accuracy against anyone who isn't stationary. And if they are stationary, then yeah, you don't really need the bonus accuracy. Battle computer gunnery is really good if you don't already have a 10 gunnery on your Mechwarrior, because that'll give you bonus unjam chance. But even with, you still have the the bonus the bonus jam chance reduction from having higher gunnery, so it's still viable even if you do have a maxed out Mechwarrior. But in this particular playthrough, I do not have. Yeah, I was going to put in a medium range accuracy, don't have it. So instead we'll use long range, which if we're not in the +1 range of the medium, then we'll get the +2 for the long. So that's anywhere from 3/4 of the max range, which is 200-ish, or no, not 200, 600-ish meters to 420. So from 210 to 420, we'll have +1 accuracy. From 420 to 600-ish, we'll have +2 accuracy. So this is going to be a very accurate mech. Now for the last one, like I said, you could put in Artemis if you wanted to replace the LK with Artemis ammo. Or you could put in short range if you wanted to get in closer. You could put in the gunnery, like I said. It's really up to you what exactly battle computer you want to put in. Now, if you have a battle computer heat, you can drop that in, which will reduce the alpha strike to 109. You can then drop some heat sinks down to 109, 111. Alright? And then with that extra tonnage, you can do a number of things. You can put in more battle computers, make it even more accurate. And you can put in a Guardian ECM, and a Bloodhound probe, or active probe, depending on whether you want to drop ammo or not. So what this does is it makes it even more accurate, and it gives it some defense. So this is the finalized build, give or take, that I was using in this playthrough. And it is an incredibly effective build, especially for duels. I used this every time I had a solo duel, and it never let me down. Super accurate, good at dealing with stealth units because of the active probe, relatively good defense because of the Guardian ECM, very maneuverable, so it's able to get some good evasion. And finally, to finish off the cockpit components, you actually have the option of the tracker sensor, which if you're at long range, this combined with the battle computer long range will give you a +4 accuracy. Is it sniper or recon sensors that stacks with active probe? That gives you a bonus of 1 ECM. Recon gives you, yes, it's recon. No, recon's the one that counts as a probe. So yeah, it's sniper sensors. So you can drop in sniper sensors for slightly hard, like make you slightly harder to hit, and also give you better sensor detection. Or you can drop in the tracker sensors just for the bonus +2 accuracy at long range and +2 at extreme range. Now, with the tracker sensors, you definitely do not want to get below 210, because at that point, anything below 50% of your optimal range is considered short range. So you'll actually have, not only will you not get the bonus medium or long range accuracy from what you've already got, you would also actually lose 2 accuracy. So that's something to consider. If you're going to use it for more of a short range brawler, then I highly recommend the sniper sensors. And if you're going to use it as more of a mid to long range sniper, then you can use the tracker sensors. So I'm just going to keep the sniper sensors in, especially since we're doing a solo drop, just to show off exactly how hard it is to kill this thing. So, we at this point have perfect heat management, even a little bit overcooling. We have good defenses and offenses with our battle computers and our Guardian ECM and active probe. But the most important part is the significant pinpoint-ish damage we have, mixed in with the bonus offensive push accuracy and the battle computers. So this is a very good mech for legging things. And we will go to the barracks really quickly, and I will show you the Mechwarrior that I had piloting that. And Fox here was the pilot for that particular mech. You'll see the focus fire to give reduced recoil on the autocannons, and I believe the Clan ER PPC also has 1 recoil. but also to give the 6% improved called shot multiplier. And then Warlord for the extra 10% called shot multiplier and the +1 accuracy. And then Assassin for the plus 10% called shot multiplier and +3 offensive push accuracy. So the commander that you build, if you build with Assassin built into it, and then build the Focus Fire and Warlord, you're able to if you get in the side flank, or into the side of a mech, and you target its legs, you're almost guaranteed to hit the leg. Four Skull Battle against Planetary Government? Sure, why not? And here we go. Alright, so time to show off the Mad Cat Mark II-A. Right, I was going to turn off allies. Whoops, I completely forgot. I'll do it for the next episode. We're just going to have to march our way over there? I guess so. On the bright side, it's a quick enough mech that it can. Okay. Time to... I forgot to put in the other cockpit components. Well, I'll show you that after the mission. Should be completely fine without them. The enhanced imaging gives you bonus accuracy, and oh no, a couple missiles hit. But again, this is a mid to long range brawler, and you will see it can take quite a beating.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
So as you can already see, it's pretty hard to hit the brawler here. And you can see the optimal range there. That line, you want to be anywhere between half that line and halfway past that line. That's basically where this mech really thrives. So the hit chance on these mechs should be pretty good as long as I have direct line of sight. And I don't have to worry too much about sprinting because very evasive mech, and the ability to drop stability is in the passive ability. That's why I have cautious. So the Lynx is in line of sight. I am going to drop EMP. So now he is never going to hit me. And we'll see how many of these mechs we can grind through before they finally, manage to take us down. Or maybe we succeed. Who knows? And again, with the maneuverability of the decently sized engine core and the supercharger, you can really control the battlefield and make sure that you only let people have line of sight to you that you want to shoot. Any second now. Yeah, like I said, that Lynx, as long as I keep peppering him with the EMP, the mag pulse missiles, and the PPCs, he's never going to hit me. It's a very good way to do solo duels and duo duels and get out without much repair cost at all. So I am going to actually reserve to drop what little stability damage I have. Yeah, as you can see, keeping them firing indirectly against the ECM and everything.
I hear ya.
20% fail chance on the supercharger, time to drop it. And can only sprint for 2 evasion, but does it impact my hit chance that much? Not Not that I can see. It won't show me my hit chances, but as you see, moving hit chances are almost perfect. So actually, I think I will
Got it.
move forward, keeping this ridge between me and the other enemies, and just once more unload on the links. I wonder if he has ammo in his side torso there. Nah. Just peppering him with mag pulse. You can see I'm also doing significant stability damage with the autocannons and the PPC. Alright, here comes the links. And after being hit with all the mag pulse, he's struggling to really unload on me. Alright, reserving to drop evasion yet again.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And since I can position so that nothing has line of sight except for the Wraith, I'm actually going to change targets. Or actually, if I drop the supercharger back on, so I would actually rather than focusing the Wraith, I think that AC-20 carrier should go. Then again, I can pull back, get 3 evasion, and the Wraith should be in optimal range. So, I will then... And notice I could be using Warlord every turn, or every turn that it's up, but I'm saving it for whenever I offensive push. Basically, when I get another shot on the Lynx's center torso, I will definitely be offensive pushing to try to confirm the kill. Because this mech is exceptional at precision strikes.
I hear ya.
Alright, and now we can drop the supercharger, because we're able to position well enough with just our movement.
Moving out.
And keeping line of sight blocked from everyone else, we are going to focus down the Wraith. Which... yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll show off the Warlord and offensive push. So this is an offensive push with almost guaranteed hit chance. And an almost 80% chance to hit the leg. And that is how you leg a Wraith.
Yeah.
It's also very effective against heavier mechs, but that was the target I had, so that's the target I took.
What can I do for ya?
Alright, so in this situation, we again are going to continue backing up,
On my way.
getting to just about optimal range, and easily taking off the other leg. We're going to save a little bit of autocannon ammo because I don't think it's necessary. We need to do 175 damage. It's 120, 156, 180, 92. Yeah, we will actually swap those to LK just to help. Well, that was if everything hit the leg, which naturally it didn't.
Want some more? Huh?
Okay, we now have another target with visuals on us. Time to get evasive again. As usual, we are reserving to drop stability.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And we are going to turn on the supercharger. And position ourselves to only have line of sight to what we want to shoot at. His leg's already down on that side, so actually we'd rather get to the other side or the front. There we go. 3 evasion, shot on his front. And the only person that has line of sight to us other than him is the Axeman up there. So, once again, offensive push on the Wraith. And let's see. Come on. Let's see if we can take that other leg off with a 50% chance to hit it. There we go. Both legs destroyed. Alright, yet again, forcing somebody to fire at long range, even though they have the high ground. Still very ineffective. Go ahead and drop some stability with reserve.
Good to go.
And now, make an advance. Close to long range. And I'm not comfortable offensive pushing with that accuracy. Or am I? How badly do I want to leg the Axeman? You know what? It's a test drive. Why don't we go for it? So, 60% chance to hit. 80% chance it's going to be the leg. Go ahead and double tap it.
This should be good.
And that was underwhelming.
Took a heavy hit there.
Alright, so we are now on round 9. And you can see they are working on it, but they've only managed to strip off a fraction of the armor. And while I do have allies, they have been firing a lot of missiles at me indirectly, but that's what the positioning was for. Now we're going to reserve to drop some stability. Alright, and now that we've dropped our stability, we're going to turn off the supercharger now that it has a fail chance. And we are going to take a turn to reposition to the high ground? Question mark. Or, so our left side is damaged, so we're going to cut in a little shorter like that, so that all of our enemies are directly in front of us rather than on our left. And we are going to hopefully absolutely wreck this AC-20 carrier. How much damage do I need? 124. Well, why not? A little bit of overkill, but when there's a target that's just gotta go. Alright, here's the Lynx firing on us again. This time without the EMP. But we're still, with our ECM, with our evasion, we're still able to tank it pretty well. And again, it's an assault mech, so we still have a significant amount of armor.
Good to go.
Alright, now that we've dropped our stability damage, we're going to pop that supercharger on. Get ourselves... We could get 3 evasion, or we could get 2 evasion and cover. I think we're going to go 2 evasion and cover.
Got it.
Keep our left side as far away from the enemies as we can while still targeting who we want to. And again, offensive pushing, because that's what this mech is built for.
Roger that.
Boom, down goes another mech. Alright, and since we've taken no fire since our last turn, we could wait to see what the Axeman does. Or we can turn off our supercharger. Woo, funny camera angle. And we can move, torso twist so our fresh side is showing. And yeah, sure, why not? Warlord, offensive push. We're here to leg mechs, and that's what we're gonna do. Or get close to it.
Critical hit, Commander.
And again, just soaking fire like nothing. This time we only moved for 1 evasion, but even with that, the ECM and the maneuverability forcing them to fire indirectly is the best protection. Like, if you can force your enemies to fire at long range indirectly while you destroy their friends, that's always a good situation. And at this point, they are pretty much completely ignoring me. So I'm going to reposition to the high ground. Fire indirectly, because why not? And see if I can get some hits on this guy's back.
Targeting enemy 6.
I love this build so much, I think I'm going to drop on another mission. This mech, with proper positioning, could have handled this mission solo. Alright, careful to watch the supercharger. Cannot get direct line of sight to the Owens. But,
Double time.
better than indirectly. So we will drop the ultra autocannons. Save the ammo for a more priority target. And do some damage to a light mech.
Commander?
The MkII Mark II here is actually quite effective at hunting lights. And sadly, I have to back off a lot to get direct line of sight. Where was that? Back here? Wow. And I can move, so I don't need the supercharger. Move for 2.
On my way.
And then shoot the Owens. Again, saving the ammunition on the ultra autocannons for a more priority target. Now, if I had clan enhanced imaging installed, which I should have, I could stand and shoot and then move because of the ace pilot that it gives you. Since I cannot, let's see, is this a supercharger turn? Does it give me direct line of sight anywhere? Right there.
Right, Commander.
So, I could have reserved to drop evasion. Oh wow, that's an actually terrible hit chance. Okay. I guess I'll go with the
Firing on target.
obstructed line of sight. Continue pelting the light mech.
Critical hit.
And they still are struggling to hit me.
Whoa!
Assault mechs with 3 or more evasion are just rough to deal with. They manage to evade most hits,
Some shrapnel.
except for the random headshot from the light mech. Okay, whatever. Whatever. You can go more defensive and replace, again, the fire control system advanced targeting computer with something like a Predator fire control system, and use the tonnage that we spent on battle computers on heat sinks and a mask.
Waiting for orders.
So this is the Axeman who's almost lost a leg. So we will actually, I think, we'll drop the supercharger. We will move breaking line of sight with the Owens.
Position.
Again, trying to keep him in the second half of this circle. I think I actually got a little too close. We're going to Warlord. We are going to offensive push, which you can see, it only dropped accuracy by about 6.5%. And we are going to try to blow both legs off.
Affirmative.
And we failed, horribly.
Critical. Commander.
Alright, supercharger turn. Sprinting, getting in his back, which would have actually been intelligent for me to keep my ultra autocannon ammo for this shot.
Sprinting.
But we're going to keep offensive pushing because that's what this build does.
Roger, Commander. I got the shot.
And we're going to take down another mech.
Mech. Waiting for orders.
So, I'm now going to shift down to deal with the light mech, which I cannot get line of sight. Yes, I can. Right there. again, it's good to have such a maneuverable mech. All I have left there is
Right,
EMP,
Commander.
but it's a light mech, so 1 damage per tick is fine.
That's a kill.
And that was a test drive. Alright, so, as I was saying, whoop, I completely forgot to put in the enhanced imaging. And you can also put in either piloting support A and B to help with the supercharger not exploding, or the gunnery support A and B if you have them. I am actually going to drop in the piloting support A and B specifically for this next test drive mission, because I am going to, assuming I have a Predator, yes. So Predator gives a 10% called shot location modifier as compared to 4% per battle computer. It also does not give the +2 offensive push accuracy, but it does give just general accuracy. So non-offensive push shots at extreme range will be more accurate, at medium range will be more accurate, and at minimum range will be more accurate. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to drop the battle computers. I'm going to drop the advanced target computer, put in the fire control Predator, and now we need a little bit more heat management, just a little bit more. So we already have +4 heat sinks in the core. Where are the heat sinks? There we go. So drop in, nope, not the broken one. Drop in, what, 2 more? Yes. 2 more heatsink doubles. So that's overcooling again slightly. And now we're going to make the alternate build fun by adding in a clan mask. 3.6 tons. And 1 slot. So the way we're going to get that is we're going to drop the one of the LRM-5s. And we're also going to drop the LK ammo. Because this build is not about doing damage necessarily. It's about not getting hit. So now we drop a little bit of armor, because ideally, again, we're not getting hit. And a little bit more off the front. And just a little bit off of the sides. Something like that. Oh, come on. Alright. So, here we go. This is going to be the super speed. It's all going to be about dodging shots with this.
Log and note. Shouldn't be too hard.
Job's done, Commander.
So to that end, we're looking for a solo duel preferably, or maybe a duo duel. No, nothing? No? No? Okay. Then what do we have? You know what? Let's go for the assassinate. 3 skull assassinate. Again, just dropping the Mad Cat. Hopefully we don't have allies. Alright, so actually an assassinate mission is perfect for me to showcase this variant, because I'll be able to demonstrate how you can run in, finish the objective, and get out with it, rather than just fighting your way through all the metal. And we have allies again. I really need to disable them. So the target is over here in some general vicinity. Based on the circle that I'm able to drop around, I'd say he's right here in the middle on the high ground, so we too shall take the high ground. And let's see what we see. So this won't be as good of a demonstration since there's allies, which again, I'm so sorry for not turning them off. It really does diminish the value of these test drives. However, we should be able to demonstrate how you can quickly get in, complete the objective, and get out. Recovery would have been another good choice.
What can I do?
Alright, so fun times. Turn all the stuff on. And wait for it to calculate. Alright, the target is supposed to be... Where'd the target indicator go? Well, it was supposed to be up on this hill somewhere. Yeah, he's up on this hill. Okay. I don't know why the targeting disappeared, but we're going to sprint for 4.
Turbo!
Hopefully get eyes on the target. There it is. And we're in its back, so... we can't. First turn. We cannot offensive push, so we'll save Warlord for the next shot if it's necessary.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Alright.
Waiting on you,
Alright,
Commander.
and using our amazing speed, we are able to get behind the target yet again.
Pedal to the metal.
And this time, since it is not the first round, we can offensive push and just guarantee his destruction.
Got it.
Okay. If everything hits, which it should have, then we can guarantee his destruction.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, well, on the bright side, we're able to now shoot and move because of our enhanced imaging. And we might as well offensive push again because we've got an amazing hit chance with it.
Firing every shot.
And there's a guaranteed kill. Okay.
You're dead.
Now then, we should have turned off the supercharge. No, we still can. Interesting. So, supercharger off since we're shooting and then moving instead of sprinting. And where is the evac? Right there by all the enemies. Okay. So, maybe I'll get a chance to show how evasive it is. Maybe the enemies will, you know, kill the allies so that they can shoot at me for a change. Okay, here we go. Duo duel. Alright, I considered going with the alternative build, the original build, which is the one I have used more heavily. But I figure, you know what? We'll see how few repair costs we have at the end of this duo duel. 1v2.
Commander.
Turn on everything. And they haven't moved yet. Oops. I expected them to have already moved. No matter. Aha, the Shayu did move. I thought I saw them moving. Yeah, why not? We have plenty of ammo for a duo duel.
This should be good.
Pity none of the mag pulse hit to scramble their accuracy. But I have 4 evasion, so it's good enough.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
I didn't see anything hit. What minor damage are you talking about? Alright, so going to use the mech's maneuverability to try to put this rock here in between me and that target while trying to get direct line of sight of the other target. Right there. Perfect. And then we are going to Warlord. Offensive push. Are we going to offensive push? Why is the hit chance so bad? ECM shield of 2. Target moved +6. What? Huh. Alright. we will try to dissect them with precision shots.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Oh, it's a stealth mech. That's probably why it's so incredibly hard to hit. Yeah, 3 evasion and cover. Good luck. But we did open it up with a single hit. That's what, a stealth medium? Are we going to be able to get out of this with no damage at all?
Good to go.
Still 0% chance on everything. But if we go 4 evasion, we cannot get line of sight. So we will go 3 evasion. And I would really like to kill this mech. So even though it's 30% hit chance, all I basically need is 1 PBC or 2 taps, and it's down. Yeah, again, this build does not have the highest damage output, but it's all about precision strikes. Ah, finally hit me. He finally hit me.
You got
So that's 1 shot out of all the shots they've taken so far. And we're going to turn off the supercharger. And I was going to say still get 3 evasion, but it looks like we're stuck with 2 evasion. Or we could actually... Yeah, we're going to leave the supercharger off. We are going to go for... Let's see, 4438. Sure.
moving fast.
Oh yeah, I should have reserved to drop stability. Silly me. And we will take off his arm, hopefully.
Got it.
But we did mag pulse him a little bit, so it should be harder for him to hit us now. Yeah. The mag pulse missiles are mostly there, especially in this build where you only have the LRM-5. They're there to help not take damage. That's really all there is to it. So yeah, again, 3 with the supercharger off. And 3 with the supercharger on as well. Alright. I guess this is one of those situations where I would just toggle it off and sprint in like that. Oh, again, forgetting to drop the stability. Whoops. Warlord. Offensive push. Open side torso. Down.
Bang, you're dead.
And there you go. 23,000 repair cost for a 3-scope dual. Going in solo.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
That is the strength of the speedier build, but I prefer the versatility of the other build that I showed. Dropping the mask and nope, the Predator. Dropping the extra, I believe it was 2 heat sinks. Adding in the LRM ammo that actually does damage. And the other LRM-5. As well as the... Gotta put in the battle computer first. I mean, the advanced optics, or advanced targeting computer first. And your choice of whatever range you like to engage at. Again, long range is a good choice. If you have medium range is a good choice. Tracking is always good to dodge or to ignore evasive pips. And again, if you have the firing control system advanced targeting computer Mark II, that also gives 1 evasion ignore. It's also good, but I believe the clan advanced targeting computer gives the +2 offensive push accuracy when the Mark II does not. And then there was more armor. I think I had 185 on the legs and 140. Oh, that's right. It was 190 in the side torsos and 280 in the front. Yes, 280 in the front. But yeah, Battle Computer Heat is amazing. I highly recommend if you ever see a Battle Computer Heat, take it. It is, in my opinion, the strongest battle computer, but then again, I do like ERPPCs, and they are very hot. In any case, that being said, this is the build that I used very heavily. You can also, again, go for the tracker sensors, which pushes it more. You know, you definitely don't want to get too close. With the more defensive sniper sensors, it doesn't really hurt as badly if you get really close, because you still have good accuracy even if it's short range. But the tracker sensors definitely help with the accuracy, and if you are precision sniping, trying to take out side torsos or legs or what have you, the extra accuracy does help. Again, this is a really jack of all trades mech. I've found a lot of success with it, and I mean, yeah, I have found a lot of success with it, and I will leave it at that. So that was your episode of Mech Lab Monday for this week, and until next time.